Well, good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. My name is Erin, and I'm coming to you from Dances with Wool, one of the best yarn stores out there. We are located just outside the city of Richmond in Central Virginia. This is our weekly Inspire Me segment, where we look to give you some inspiration for your making as you head into your weekend. It's a quick reminder, we are back to finally our pre-COVID hours. We are open on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We've got our weekly stitch group in the mornings on Tuesday mornings from 9 to 11. On Wednesdays, we're open from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Thursdays, we're open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. because we have our evening weekly stitch group. That's 6 to 8 p.m. on Thursdays. And Fridays and Saturdays, we're open from 11 to 5. So come on out, and if you haven't been out to the new space yet, we are fully settled in. We're celebrated a month in our new space at 1358 Sycamore Square. So we really hope that you will come on out and check out this new beautiful space. But even if you can't, you can find everything you need to know about the shop and shop us online at danceswithwoolrva.com. Debbie's going to link that for you in the comments here under this video, so you can find that quick and easy. But we would love to be your local yarn store no matter where you live. So today we have something fun to talk about. It is that time of year again. It is West Knits Mystery Knit-Along time. So if you are unfamiliar, every fall Stephen West puts out, excuse me, I haven't had enough coffee this morning, puts out a mystery knit-along shawl pattern during the month of October. This year it is called Twists and Turns. And if you are not familiar with what a mystery knit-along is, basically Stephen has written a new shawl pattern. It's been tech edited, it's been test knit, just like a normal pattern would. But what he's done is that he has broken it into 4 different chunks. And each one is called a clue. So throughout the month of October, on Thursdays, you will get either an email or an update to your pattern in your library, whether you buy it on his website or from Ravelry, and the next section of the pattern will be released. So you will be knitting each section as it comes out. You will not know what the shawl looks like until you are completely done. That's what makes it a mystery. So, Mystery Knit-Along from Stephen West. This is extremely popular. I think this is year number 12 or 13 that he's done these Mystery Knit-Alongs in the fall, and there are literally thousands and thousands of knitters around the entire globe who will all be working on this pattern at the same time in October. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of like a big online virtual knitting party that happens all the way around the world. So this year is called Twists and Turns. No, we do not know anything about the shawl other than the name. You can watch. Stephen has got a couple of videos up on his YouTube channel that you can watch that will give you kind of some general, thoughts and things about what is going to happen, but he's not going to reveal any specifics. We will not know. What we do know is what kind of yarn you use. So right now you can go to Ravelry or to Stephen's website. You can purchase that pattern, and what you will get is this introductory PDF that has advice about it. It talks about how the Mystery Knit-Along works, so you know what to expect. Clues come out on Thursdays this year, October 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th. And we'll talk you through getting all your supplies together, including how to choose your yarn. Because of course it is a little bit tough, right, to pick yarn for a pattern if you have no idea what the pattern looks like. But Stephen gives you a pretty good outline about how to think about your colors. This year's shawl only has 3 colors, but you do need 2 skeins each of your main color and your contrast color. And then you need 1 skein of an accent color, all in fingering weight. He does tell you to start with full skeins of yarn, the reason, of course, being you don't know what it is you're making. And the last thing you want to do is run out. So while it's tempting to think about using leftovers, you just are going to have to know that the possibility that you might run out is pretty strong. He does give you the general yardage, about 780 yards each of the main color and the contrast color, and 390 yards of the accent color, but your safest bet is going to be to start with full skeins. All right. So we know it's tough to put together colors. We are here for you, and we would love to help you put together colors. If you want to go through your stash and pull out some possibilities, maybe you've got some single skeins of pretty yarn that are hanging out in your stash that could be a good accent color. Bring those into the shop and we'll help you find your 2 other colors to match up with that. But we wanted to show you some options and some ideas. I actually have these, what I'm going to show you, set up as kits on the website. I have 1 of each kit. So if you see something you like, I would strongly recommend you go right to our website here and buy the kit, whether you want to do it that for in-store pickup or you need it shipped to you. I would suggest purchasing the kit because, like I said, I have 1. We may be able to make another one of these different combinations, but I can't guarantee it. I was just pulling kits yesterday, and so I cannot guarantee that I can make more of any of these, all right? So let's talk through some options. You do want to make sure that you have, or the best idea is to have a good amount of contrast between your colors. This is going to be, Stephen says, a little more of a graphic kind of shawl this year. So if your colors are too close or too blendy, you might miss some of the more graphic kind of crisp elements, design elements in the shawl. Contrast can be hard to tell with your eyes because it's about value, not about hue or the color. So a good idea is to put your yarns next to each other, snap a quick picture with your smartphone, go into your camera, your photo editor, and put on a grayscale filter so that you take the hue, the color out of the picture, and that helps you check to see what you got in terms of contrast. So this is kit number 1. This features our hand-dyed yarn, Rich Hill yarns. 2 skeins of, this is Capital Square, and this is Nickel Bridge. And then this is the accent color, which is Lewis Ginter. So this is one idea. 2 neutrals and a pop. It is always a safe bet with West Knits Mystery Knit-Along shawls. You can never go wrong if you pick 2 shades of neutral, a dark and a light, and then put a fun, bright pop of color in there. So this is kit number 1. It is all Rich Hill yarns. Rich Hill is our in-house dyed exclusively for us, fingering weight yarns. This kit is $155, all right? But 2 neutrals and a pop, kit number 1. So that's always a good idea. Kit number 2 also features Rich Hill yarns. This is a little more of kind of on the darker end of things, a little more autumnal, but this would be another good set. So this is 2 skeins of Pony Pasture and 2 skeins of Bryan Park, and the accent color is Maymont. So this is, again, it's fairly leaning on the neutral side of things, but this is a little more muted. If you don't want to go super bright, this is kit number 2, and so this is also $155. So that's another option. Now, neutrals, of course, don't have to mean shades of gray, right? We're kind of trained to think that that's the case. But this kit actually does feature, it's the same kind of concept. It's 2 neutrals and a pop, just maybe not in the way you would consider. So this kit was actually put together by our newest staff member, Chris, and I thought this was really pretty intriguing. So this is all Kim Dyes yarn, sourdough sock. And this is 2 skeins of Antarctica, which is kind of this icy, creamy blue color, and 2 skeins of bronze with this fun mustard yellow color. So this is actually called Café Le Sans Blanc Mustard. And so this is another concept of 2 neutrals and a pop, just without using grays. So this is kit number 3, and this is on our website. This is for $160. So 5 skeins of Kim Dyes yarn sourdough sock, kit number 3. All right. Now another idea is to take 3 shades of the same color family. So have all your colors sit within the same family. That's another concept that you can go with. And up until now, mostly what I've shown you are semi-solid or tonal skeins. Obviously, those are going to be a really safe bet just because then you've got nice graphic clean elements. Stephen does say light speckles are okay. He just recommends you might not necessarily want to use all speckles, but as long as there's contrast between them, it is totally fine to use speckles. So this kit does feature 2 semi-solid tonal colors and a speckle. So this is all Julie Asseline Fino yarn. This is kit number 4. So this features 2 skeins of the dark blue called Orion, 2 skeins of the speckle, that's called Folk, and then the accent color is Weekend. So again, 3 shades, a dark, a medium, and a light, all blues. So if you wanted to pick 3 shades within the same color family, that's a good bet as well. And I really like these blue tones. So if you're a blue person, this is kit number 4. All of these colors are Julie Asseline Fino, which is a gorgeous merino cashmere silk blend. This would be a really yummy shawl. This kit is $190. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I did tell you what kit number 3 was, yeah. So this is kit number 4. So this is another concept. 3 shades of the same color. You could also go with 3 neutrals if you play your cards right. So this is, I thought, a really kind of intriguing kit. This is kit number 5, and these are all Black Elephant silky socks. So this is a 80% merino, 20% silk base. These are all dyed in London, so these are really fun colors. But these are technically all neutrals, and they are technically all speckles. However, there's enough contrast between these 3 colors that even though they are all speckles, you will be able to get those nice clean graphic elements in the shawl. So this is a way you can do speckles. It's just if you're going to do speckles, you got to put a lot of contrast between them. All right. So this kit has 2 skeins of Daryl. That's this kind of dark chocolatey purpley brown color. 2 skeins of Nostalgia. That's the gray, the real pale gray with the speckles, and 1 skein of Concrete and Gold. So these are, again, all 3 neutrals, but this is a really interesting kit in terms of the neutrals. So this is kit number 5, and this is $185. So that's kit number 5. Now, don't discount the rustic yarn for this. Stephen actually specifically talks about this in his colors, choosing colors video, that there's a lot of potential in the more rustic. You don't have to go with superwash merino fingering if you don't want to. And we have a beautiful fingering weight, more rustic yarn in the shop. It's Bichabouche Le Petit Lamb's Wool. It's 100% Scottish lamb's wool that is then milled and dyed in France. And what makes this yarn kind of special, it might feel a little scratchy in the skein. It does block up much softer, and it blooms beautifully when it blocks. And so that really can bring a nice drape and a nice texture and squishiness to a finished object. So absolutely do not discount. Now these come in 50-gram skeins, so there's a little bit more in this kit. It's actually 3 skeins each of the 2 main colors, which will give you over 800 yards of yarn, which is plenty for this pattern, and then the 2 skeins of the accent color, which again is going to give you it's over 500 yards of yarn for your accent color. So you'll have plenty in this kit. This actually, the dark color, and I have to flip my notes over so I can see. The darker color is called dark green brown, and I can't know if you can tell in the camera. This is a really interesting color. It's actually got a lot of, there's like little flecks of pinks and greens and things in it. It's very interesting, but it's 3 skeins of dark green brown, 3 skeins of gray brown, and 2 skeins of light pink. So I thought this was a kind of neat take on 2 neutrals and a pop. And if you're looking for more rustic yarns, this Bichabouche would be a great choice for this shawl. It is kit number 6, and because you're not talking about superwash merino, it's a little bit easier on the price point too. Even though it's more skeins of yarn, this kit is only $128. So if you are looking for maybe a different price point, don't discount the non-superwash fingering yarns that we have in the store. All right, so this is kit number 6. It is $128. Now, so far, all the kits that I've shown you have been, they're all the same dyer. They're all the same base. Normally, I know a lot of folks are hesitant about the concept of mixing bases, mixing dyers, but this is the perfect opportunity for a West Knit shawl. Different bases, different dyers, different yarn textures. This is a great time to actually play around with that, because this is the kind of project that's going to be, it's not going to really matter necessarily. It's not like you're doing a fitted garment. And actually, you might be really, really happy with how your shawl works up with all these different textures in it. So this is kit number 7. And if you know anything about our shop and about our staff, Nikki picked this kit out. So here are all the pinks. If you're a pink person, Nikki always has your back, and she will always choose a beautiful pink palette for you, okay? This is kit number 7. There's actually 2 skeins. This darker semi-solid pink is Julie Esleen Fino in the color Adelaide. These 2 lighter speckly skeins are 2 skeins of Kim Dye's Yarn Sourdough Sock in Dancing Sugar Plum. And then the accent color is Rich Hill Yarns fingering in Tacky Lights, which is one of my favorite colors that we dye. So again, 3 shades of pink, a dark, a medium, and a light, which all the same color family, always a safe bet. This is kit number 7, and it is $171. All right. And then I have one last kit for you that I picked out. And when I said play with bases and textures, I meant it. All right. This is the perfect opportunity. Let me push that a little bit forward to do so. So this is a super fun kit. All right. So this is not just 3 different dyers, 3 different bases. This is 3 different completely texture yarns. So this kit contains 2 skeins of Julie Esleen Fino, which is the merino cashmere nylon fingering weight. That's the speckle, and that's the colorway Keep Me. The other color is 2 skeins of Little Fox Yarns Vixen, one of the most popular ones in the shop. This is a merino silk blend with a 2-ply as opposed to a 3-ply structure, and that's the color Come On in My House. And then for the accent, I have picked Kim Dye's Yarn Crumble Slubby. So a slub fingering, perfect opportunity to throw some really cool texture into your shawl. All right. So this is kit number 8, and kit number 8 is $166. So those are the kits that I have for you. But as I said, if you didn't see something you like, we would love to help you pick out yarn for this project. Don't hesitate to come in. We are open 11 to 5 this weekend. And if you are watching me and you're not local, you need help putting together colors for this shawl, you can always book a virtual shopping appointment with us, all right? So you can do that right on our website. You go to our website, danceswithwoolrva.com. There's a banner at the top of the page, says set your virtual shopping appointment here. You click that. We do those via Zoom. So that's a great way if you're not local, but you want some help picking out colors. Like, I'm looking at your website and I'm kind of thinking this, but you know, I'd love to see them right next to each other. You can do that. We can pull them off the wall. We can put them right next to each other for you and help you choose your palette. But I do have 1 kit each of those 8 kits that I showed you. They are on our website. They'll stay on our website at least for the weekend. And then if they haven't sold, we'll probably take them down. But they're there available for you to shop now. I only have 1 of each, so don't miss out. If you saw something you really like, twists and turns, again, you have the rest of this month. The first clue is not going to drop until October 6th. And if you're thinking to yourself, gosh, but I don't know, you know, is it going to be hard? Stephen does great video tutorials every single step of the way with his mystery knit along. So every time a clue drops, a video will go up on his YouTube channel, and he will sit there and completely demonstrate anything that might be not straight knitting. And I'm hearing you ask, but what if there's brioche? Okay, we don't know that there's going to be brioche in the shawl, but As always, he has promised if there is a brioche element, he will give you a non-brioche option. But brioche is not scary, guys, I promise. It's really not a scary concept. But we do know that this year you're going to need a cable needle among your notions, okay? But even if you've never done any cable stitches, we have no idea what he's doing with that cable needle. So don't automatically assume that means cables. We have no idea what he wants you to have the cable needle for. But again, you can buy the pattern on Ravelry or Stephen's website now. Get your introductory PDF, gives you all the information to help you get prepared. We have lots of great kits for you. We have other great options in the store, so come on in or book a virtual shopping appointment with us. But it's fun. It's fun to do a project that's a mystery with thousands and thousands of people all around the world at the same time. So definitely want to strongly consider joining the Mystery Knit-Along for the fall for 2022 West Knits Mystery Knit-Along Twists and Turns. So everybody has a great weekend, and we will see you back here next week with another Inspire Me.